So, for this semester, I owe peace, y'all. It's me, Vani, and welcome to to my first vlog on Vani Vlogs. I am having a pretty good day, minus my crazy kitty. So I was just on hold for like 30 minutes trying to deal with Hudson Valley. If you guys didn't know, I'm going to be attending Hudson Valley Community College for my first 2 years, going back to school. We'll get into that later, but I want to say right here, right now, going back to school is a great thing. Pursuing knowledge is a great thing, and I'm just happy that I can now say we're going back, to school for a degree. And I'm not bullshitting you. I'll show you right now. I actually have. Yes, you have successfully confirmed your registration for the term, which is awesome. It just makes me feel good. I've already got my school schedule on the calendar up there. I've got that's kind of like not even necessary that I have this calendar on my wall, because in my phone I have multiple multiple apps that I've entered my classes into, so I can have reminders of when the classes are and where they are located. I'm very excited to be going back. So my past with college, I fucked around, I did this, I did that, I wasn't really giving it my all, and I was doing, just different types of classes that weren't really jiving with what I was really deep down looking to study. In the past, I wanted to go to college for acting. At the same time, I was doing the Mop and Bucket Company, which is this really small, like, improv theater place where I took classes. Shout out to Mike, you're a good dude, the guy who runs it. It was a good time, but after a while, I just kind of felt like this isn't really my thing. I just kind of bounced around with different ideas. I was even in a smaller film called The Other One.
This is wrong. Something's wrong.
Well, you'll realize that sometimes in this life, things go pear-shaped time to time.
Man, fuck them. So, like, I did some stuff. I tried to pursue acting, but after a while I just felt like it's something that I like, and something that if I was ever an extra in a movie, that'd be really awesome. But for right now, I'm okay with just, not really pursuing that. What I am interested in now is more science-based classes, more environmental stuff, conservation, animals. If I could work, as like a scientist, environmental scientist for a national park or something along those lines, I think that would be really awesome. Maybe I could be a park ranger. Could be nice. Who knows? But yeah, this is where my interest lies. I've loved camping, kayaking, oh my God. So let's talk about my schedule this semester. I'm very hype, genuinely hype for this one class, because it's just like, that's a class. So right now I'm in the general studies program, which is good and bad for different reasons. You have to weigh your options and check the direction that you're going, just with different classes and different interests and blah, blah, blah. Not everybody going to college has the same situation. Me, I've dropped out and gone back. I'm 25, I'll be 26. Look for a birthday vlog coming up on the 14th of this month, January. And yeah, I've got an apartment, I got a cat, I've got things going on, I got a car, so stuff I gotta, we all got different things going on. At the same time, I'm dealing with ankylosing spondylitis, which ain't so great either. So we've all got our own situations. I drank a Red Bull, admittedly, and I really shouldn't be, given that I just mentioned that I have an autoimmune disease that kind of gets inflared when I drink bullshit like that. So I'm looking ultimately to do some type of scientist work, hopefully leaning in the conservation world. So that's the direction that I'm headed. That's the direction in which I'm headed. I am going to be taking biology 2. I'm going to be taking chemistry because I did really poorly in chemistry in high school. Honestly, I just was worried more about uh, the fair sex and just, you know, dumb things. A chemistry class and a chemistry lab. I'll be taking biology with a biology lab, and that basically means most of the time I'm going to be in the science center on campus. So, hey, if you're going to Hudson Valley as well, say hello. I'll probably be there most of my time. Hopefully, they have some assistants in there because I am going to need some assistance with chemistry and biology, that's for sure. I didn't want to go crazy on the workload since this is my return to college and I want to do a good job. Also, this story ends beautifully talking about tuition. We'll get to it later. So, biology lab, chemistry lab. I'm going to be taking a English composition class, and that got me up to 11 credits. So if you're on financial aid, at least in New York, at least for me, you need to be doing a certain amount of credits, I guess, to qualify as a full-time student to get this, money to cover X amount of your tuition. So for whatever reason, those classes only added up to 11 credits. So I had to take one more credit, and a lot of people, at least at Hudson Valley or probably community colleges like the one that I'm going to, they will do these 1 credit courses that are kind of random and maybe cool or fun or just different. So guess what I chose as my 1 credit course? Geocaching. I know. One more time for you environmentalists and campers and all that shit. Geocaching. You can take that as a course in Hudson Valley. And it counts as a physical education course. Very cool. Geocaching is basically a treasure hunt in real life, and all your treasure hunting is the experience to find the treasure and then put it back, basically. A lot of them are just little notepads locked away in a box or something that you will find and then sign your name and say, hey, I made it to this spot, shout out to me on this date, and then you pack it back up for the next geocacher to find it. Honestly, if you like hiking, it just adds a little bit of more purpose to walking in the woods. You'll find geocaches all over and different trails and maybe even public parks and places like that, where up a tree there'll be a metal box attached to a string and you have to find it with your GPS. Oh, hi Peter baby. Somebody wanted attention. Not for long. That's usually how she goes. She'll be like, I want attention right now. Okay, never mind. I love nature. I love that I live in the Pine Barrens, that I live near Albany Pine Bush. So it's I get to experience a lot of the nature with my local parks and stuff. So just doing that for school, for college credit, that's pretty awesome. That class was actually an online class. So it'll be very much up to me for how I go about, and where I end up going. That's just so cool, man. Being able to do that as a class, that's awesome. I'm vaccinated. I'm going to be going into class to do my classes until they close the doors. I much prefer to be in person for my own learning experience. Also, I spend most days, I know when people say, I don't have any friends, and they're trying to, and I'm not trying to do anything. I really have 2 friends. One is in Australia, shout out to Viva. And one is fucking a co-owner of 3 bars in upstate New York. So it's not like they have a bunch of time for me. I really do spend a lot of my time just with my cat. You can hear her eating now. and I need to socialize just a bit before I lose my entire sanity. So, for this semester, I owe $0.00. In fact, my entire tuition was covered by a grant, which is how community colleges in New York seem to go. You know, the Pell Grant is wonderful if you qualify, which I think most of us do. Do your Googling, check YouTube. Not this YouTube video. Check a real YouTube video. Don't come to my vlogs for like information like that. It'll probably mislead you. $0 is coming out of my pocket for this semester, which is great. I'm going to forever apply for financial aid. I know in the future when I do push for schools outside of this associate's degree, you know, for the 4-year, for the bachelor's, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take out some loans. But I'm really inspired by different YouTubers that I've seen. I don't know if you guys know Izzy Snapshots. I believe that's her name. I only just recently found her because I was looking for just a vlog or a video talking about college, like in Hawaii and what that would be like. And turns out I think she's a Californian, something. I think she's from like West Coast. And then I followed her videos a little bit the other day, and I'm like, okay, so this girl, she, you know, was from like her hometown. She's out in Florida going to college for dance. Then she bounced around, I think, to like maybe New York. I mean, check her videos and you find out. But she bounced around a lot, and I'm like, okay, cool. She's in Florida. She's in New York. She's in Hawaii. What the fuck is going on? These are all places that I considered for me to go, and I'm interested in like more environmental science, where she, though I'm sure she has an appreciation for it, she's now going to school for like neuroscience type stuff. So much respect to her for that. I'm inspired when I see people like that because I'm about to be 26 and she at the time was like 18, and now maybe she's like 22 now, but she's doing it. I respect it. She's taking on some really hard courses and, you know, living a bit, or at least she was her first couple of years, you know, in college. And I respect that. That's awesome. It makes me just, you know, it shows me that people are out there trying things, going to different schools, and trying to make a real change for their life, which is why I'm trying to get this bachelor's degree, or maybe further, I don't know. At this point, I'm not even 100% sure what degree I'm going to end up with, or what even position in the world of conservation that I'm even going to land, you know. But we'll see. This is the beginning of the journey. I hope you guys are going to stick around with me and see me grow, which is cool. And also, trust me, I know I am 25 and I look very young. So, sorry about that. Well, I'm gonna get going because I don't have a job and I need to call around locally and see if there's anybody hiring, because I need to make some money. I can do DoorDash, but it is just not, it's fine, okay? People are making money on it, but it is just really not for me something to do on a regular basis where I currently live. It's a lot of highway back and forth for just small amounts of cash sometimes, and it's like, bro, do I really want to jump on this highway for $6? Like, it really gets to you, you know. At least me. I do have a more raw channel where it's not vlogs at all. It's Davon Raymond here on YouTube. You can check me out. I do long, unedited podcast style videos. I don't know really if there's even a name for the videos. Just the Davon Raymond channel. Check it out and you'll have an unedited, raw version of me. So, you know, check it out. I like to do those uploads like once every week. It'd be cool if I could do one upload for the vlog a week and then one on the Davon Raymond channel just for the rant. One vlog, one rant. Really, it's more like an update, you know. But anyway, you can check me out there. Till next time, I'm so happy to be back in school. Classes start in 2 weeks. I'm excited. Let's go.